Q1057, Albany's rock station, and the Q1057 app. I'm Steve King, and I'm joined on the phone by Patrick Simmons, founding member of the Doobie Brothers, guitarist, singer, songwriter as well. Wrote Blackwater, one of their biggest hits of all time, and excited about that 50th anniversary tour with a stop at SPAC July 26th. Patrick, how are you?
Hey, Steve. I'm hanging in there.
That's good. That's good, man. It is an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
Oh, it's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you are a musical legend, man, and somebody that I've been a fan of for a long time. I've loved the Doobie Brothers since before I can probably remember. What is it like looking back at the history of the Doobie Brothers and the upcoming 50th anniversary tour for you?
Pretty excited about it. I think, having Mike on board, Mike McDonald, an added twist to the whole thing. We'll have be able to do songs kind of from his era. We don't normally do that just because, Mike's still out there working and nobody sounds like Mike.
I was
McDonald.
just going to say, he has such a distinct voice.
So, having Mike on board, it's going to be fun. We've got some new music we're going to maybe try to present as well, so that I'm as excited about that as anything. And then just, like you say, 50 years is kind of a landmark for us, so that'll be, a little celebration as well.
Would you consider, in California, the band coming together for the first time, and when you guys first formed and jumped in the recording studio, and you look back on that and think, man, 50 years ago, we were, practically probably didn't have enough money to go gig to gig, and now, 50 years later, you're up for nomination for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It's a little surreal. Sometimes I wonder if it is real, if I'm living a dream or what, but I am living a dream. It's just, a real gift to be here standing and playing with your friends. And, Tommy and I have been together all those, on and off. I mean, he left for a while, but, we've been friends all that time. So more than 50 years.
It's got to mean a lot for this tour because you have him in good health and back out on tour, and putting Mike McDonald in there with you as well, and John McPhee, of course, and it's got to be pretty cool to have kind of that core together.
It really is. I think we did. I can't even remember. It was, back in the 70s that we did tour together with all three of us. Tom and Mike and myself. I don't know. Gosh, probably the late 70s, 78. Something like that, and that was pretty cool. So, we're kind of doing it again, and I always thought that was, the band. So we're back with the crew,
Sure. Now, speaking of the band, if you guys are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with this class, what band of the Doobie Brothers goes in? Do you know? Has it been discussed at all? Or
as far as the guys who are recognized?
Yeah. I think that's kind of weird the way they do that.
Probably all the members from both eras. The early band, which included John Hartman, Tyran Porter, and then later on, Jeff Baxter. Was part of it. I think just Jeff and Mike probably from that band. It would have been some other members, but they've passed away since.
Gotcha.
But they'll be recognized, of course.
What does that nomination mean to you personally?
I think it's, what can I say? I mean, it's certainly an honor. I kind of, I don't take it for granted. At the same time, I don't expect it. You know what I mean? It's not something. Oh well, we should get it. Or something. I don't look at it that way. I'm happy that we have the opportunity, but it may be just a nomination, and we may be waiting around. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, I know the fans of the Doobie Brothers have been crying out for years, saying the Doobie Brothers need to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame sooner as opposed to later.
Well, I really appreciate that. There are so many deserving artists that deserve it certainly as much as we do. So I don't, and they all have their fans as well.
Sure.
So, I'm certainly flattered. Let's put it that way.
What are you guys planning for the actual tour itself? I mean, you don't start until June, so you got a little bit of time to put stuff together. But what's in the plans?
Well, I think we'll try to do the songs that we know people are going to want to hear, the better known tunes. Obviously. That being said, I think I know in my own mind I'm looking past that to some kind of songs that I would like to have us include, especially tunes that we haven't done with Michael for a long time, and as well some songs of Tom's that I'm going to suggest, and then we have, like I said, we have some new songs that I'm really, at least a couple of them. I'd like to see if we can include them.
Do you guys get together? Is that like a meeting between all of you, and you get together and go, okay, here's kind of what we'd like to do for a set list, and everybody says, well, here's why I think we should do this song, or is it more organic?
And I think we'll probably rehearse more than what we end up playing. That's oftentimes the way it turns out. Sometimes we rehearse things and we get them all set, and then we don't play them, or we alternate too, so that we're not doing the same songs every night.
Sure, that makes sense. Well, I got to tell you, you guys are coming to Saratoga Springs July 26th, playing SPAC, Saratoga Performing Arts Center, and we're just our audience is just over the moon about it, man. We're really excited about you guys coming.
Oh, that's when that is one of my favorite places to play in the
Isn't
whole
it beautiful?
Country. It really is. I love the town and the people and the venue. It's just
such a great setting in the trees there.
Yeah, really memorable.
It really is. Hey, I wanted to ask you while I had you on the phone, are you still into motorcycles? You still riding?
Oh yeah, big time.
I know you met your wife at Sturgis. My son actually goes to school not far from there in South Dakota. And so I saw that and wondered if you were still tinkering with old bikes and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm forever. I'll be buried with one of my motorcycles. No, I wouldn't do that.
Do you still have a shop? I know you had a shop at one time.
Nah, that was a long time ago, back in the 70s. I'm still, we still do. My wife and I do the endurance rides, on the antique stuff. She just got done doing a ride from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan to Key West.
Wow.
1934 VD. It's a VL, which is a flathead Harley.
Flathead.
Pretty cool bike.
That had to be quite a trip, man. That's a long way on an old bike.
He's tough as nails.
When you do those rides, I don't know if you go to Sturgis anymore, but do people recognize you? Do you get off your bike and they're like, oh my God, it's Patrick Simmons?
Yeah, here and there,
cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
But nobody cares.
That's not true.
Are you riding? What are you riding?
Yeah, they're probably more interested in what bike you've got there, right?
Exactly.
Well, Patrick, it's a pleasure talking to you. I can't wait for the show. The only thing is it's like, Christmas Eve waiting for Christmas Day because it's so far off for us, July 26th. But the 50th anniversary of the Doobie Brothers, their tour, I cannot wait for, man.
Well, thank you, Steve. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And have a great holiday, and we'll see you here when it's a lot warmer and no snow on the ground.
You too. Have a good one.
All right, man. Thank you. Bye-bye.